Okay, hello everybody. How's your week? It's busy?
Yep.
Yeah, it's Friday, so after that you have a weekend. But before we're having a weekend, today we will think about the US government and our institutions. A lot of country has a different kind of structure of their governments, but US is quite unique, or well, we can say not really unique, but has a really different government structure we have. As you can see in our name of the country, it's United States of America. So what it means, states are united as a one country. Anybody know how many states in the United States?
52.
52, good guess.
75.
5 is too much.
51.
Yeah, they say around 50, or you can say 52. We have 50 states.
50.
Yeah, and then we have U.S. territories around the world, like Virgin Islands or Guam. Guam is also U.S. territory, but not states. So we have 50 states, and as you can see in our national flags, how many stars in the national flags?
48. 49.
Good guess.
49.
49, a little bit more.
51.
There is 50 stars in the national flag because each star represents about the states. So if we have a more state, then probably increase the stars. Maybe. So the U.S. has a really different kinds of level of governments. Anybody can guess how many levels we have?
3.
Good guess, yeah. We have national, what we call federal government. And what is the next level?
State.
Yes. State level. And what is the last one?
District.
Kind of district, like local or county. So we have these 3 levels of the governments in the United States. Some countries also have a similar kinds of level of government level. But the different thing is in the United States, each state has a their independent government. And then federal government, they organize all the states government together. So it's quite little different government structure than the other countries. And each level of government, we say branch because they have a main basic institutions in the government. Anybody know what is the basic institution of the governments? I can give the first hints. Legislative. Do you know what it means, a legislative? Hint is Congress.
Political level.
Yes, political. We call it Congress, or it comes from a lot of Congress, and we have different system of the Congress. We have an upper house and we have a lower house. So we're gonna talk about those legislative a little bit later. But we have a legislative, and what is the other one?
Judiciary.
Good, yeah. And President Obama has his own executive.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then judicial, as you told. So we have these 3 branches in each level. So when we draw the picture of U.S. government, looks like this. So U.S. all 50 states in the United States, and then this federal government. But even federal government has a judicial, legislative, and executive. We call it big branches, and also each branches has their own different institutions. But it's the biggest branch is the D3. And each level of government has these branches themselves too. So today, we only talk about the federal government, and especially for legislative. Federal government, legislative. I already mentioned about the legislative. United States are 2 houses. So we call is bicameral legislature. So bi means 2, chamber or house, not a real house, it's house for Congress. So we have two chambers, or we call house, so it's upper and lower house. Anybody know what is different upper and lower? Why we call upper and lower? And why we have these two? Why United States has these two different houses? Only in the world has 70 countries using these bicameral legislatures. For example, if some country has a king, like a U.S. kingdoms or Japan, also using the bicameral legislative. But like Korea are not, South Korea are not bicameral, or the other, probably Taiwan is also not a bicameral. So some countries using these two bicameral. What is different? Why is different? Why we call upper house and lower house? Upper house is present, we call Senate, like a senator. We have a Delaware senator. Before that, we have a Delaware senator, it's Joe Biden. For now, he's the vice president. But we have a senator, and the senator is 2 members per state. So how many members in upper house?
100.
Good, yeah, 50 states times 2. So it's 100 people in the upper house. So they present their own states, or they representative of their own states. So we call upper house senators, and then the lower house means House of Representatives. So they are elected from people. They're voting for these people. So now they having 438 voting member and 6 non-voting members. And why there's 6 non-voting members? Anybody can guess why? I told a little bit of before that we have a U.S. territory. So U.S. territory has Samoa and District of Columbia and Guam and Mariana Island and Puerto Rico and Virgin Island is a 6th district of the territory of the U.S. But they come from the member, but not voting members. So, and then we have 435, but anybody can guess how many Republicans and Democrats? Right now, how many Republicans? For easiest question, which party is bigger right now in the House of Representatives? Anybody can get represent?
Walmart's party.
Republican.